Greetings, I'm Caffeine Rage, and you're gaming with Rage. I'm back with more Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. This has been actually a very shocking game for me. I knew I was going to enjoy it, but I wasn't expecting to enjoy it this much. And it's actually a genre that I was kind of afraid to do on this channel. I'm a little afraid of puzzle games, to be honest, on doing Let's Plays. Actually, let's go ahead and try to figure out what to do with this. We left off here at the horseshoe thingy, and yes, I know I'm very elegant when it comes to naming. So, actually, okay, fairly simple puzzle actually. Just yeah, just move it around. This feels about like the right type of kind of light puzzle game that makes for a really good blind Let's Play, because I think hardcore puzzle games, some of the more like Space Kim, for example, is a little too much to do a blind Let's Play on. You really have to know what's going on. Alright. And little brother. But this, oh, good thing little brother is able to jump off the screen. Yeah, the way the camera moved there kind of threw me off, and I haven't quite mastered the controls quite as well as I had hoped at this point. Alright, another boost up. But yeah, puzzle games are... It's not that I don't enjoy puzzle games. It's just that they kind of scare me to do a video on. Tiny and Big, for example. Oh, now that is a cool way to get the other brother up there. Tiny and Big, for example, a platform puzzler. I spent a good 10 minutes stuck just because I didn't think to move one piece of rubble. But it's also a physics puzzler, and it's not exactly a genre that I have much experience with, to be honest. I'm not used to the 3D puzzlers. What is going on down here on the right? That's one thing that a lot of people didn't talk about, was the sense of exploration in this game. You know, the whole what is going on. Huh. So are we going to make a Call of Duty joke now? Was it Call of Duty that had the whole hubbub about fish AI? Honestly, I don't follow Call of Duty, so I didn't really catch what was going on there. Just prefer, you know, my games to be... Well, I don't like the modern... another bench. These benches are always fun to look at. I'm not a big fan of the modern shooter genre. There's actually a few genres that I don't really like. That and horror. Those are two that just never really clicked with me, and I don't really know why for the modern shooter, or I guess now the semi-futuristic shooter, since Call of Duty's really gone a little bit on the sci-fi edge and not stayed completely realistic. I want to say that there's probably something here that's hidden, but I don't see it. Another genre that just never caught on with me is horror, and that one's partly because I guess I lived a sheltered childhood and I just never got into horror movies. Even though I do have a couple horror titles, especially the big one, Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Not to say I don't like thrillers. I have Alan Wake and I absolutely loved it. But just the horror genre in general movies and games alike. I just do not understand. And I feel like it's not a fault of the genre, it's just me missing something. Okay, another one of these. Simple enough, but what does this do? Okay. Do they just ride it across, or does something else happen? Oh, yeah, it just looks like they ride it across. Okay, let's see. Big Brother's on the left, and Little Brother's on the right. Sorry, but I have to keep reminding myself of that because they are so easy to get confused. That's probably the one downside, is that it's really easy to swap the two brothers. Once again, not a fault of the game per se. Alright. So I have to keep this moving. Not crush the brother. Alright. Oh, there's a second one. These are really cool puzzles. I hadn't really seen something like this before. It's always neat to see a new concept give way to a new, a new mechanic give way to a new twist on old puzzles. Or old game ideas, to be honest. Sort of like how Portal did. Well, I shouldn't even say Portal. I should say was it Necroller Drop? I never really knew the pronunciation of that. It's talking about the student game that inspired Valve to. Well, I shouldn't say inspired Valve. They hired the dev team from that game to work at Valve. Okay. Well, what goes on now? Oh, okay. I got ahead of myself. I thought this was going to move the bridge somehow, but it didn't. Alright. I'll tell you one thing, this game will give your thumbs a workout. I'm twirling the right thumbstick like a madman to keep the other brother from being crushed. Which sounds like a euphemism for something, but it isn't. Okay. So now the big brother's safely over there. And it looks like this will get them back together. Come on. There we go. That was a cool little sequence. This has had some really clever puzzles that I hadn't really expected. I was expecting more of just a exploration game and not this much of a light puzzler. Well, I guess I really shouldn't even call it a light puzzler because there's been some really complex mechanics. Alright. Left stick. I always have to be reminding myself. Maybe by the end of this I'll have the brothers correct in my mind. But somehow I doubt that. Alright. Now what goes on here? Do they have to jump? Yep. This is just mind bending. I let go of the stick just a second too early. Seems like hanging from a ledge is my kryptonite. Alright, let's get the big brother across first. Make some room, and then move the little brother. Actually, I didn't even need to let go of the stick, so that one was my own fault. Alright, there we go. Safely across. And another bench. I really like these benches. Come on. Even though, as far as I could tell, they don't really serve a purpose. They're just a nice scenic view. Or maybe there's some sort of achievement tied to them. I don't know. I'm actually not really going on my way for achievements. It's just whatever happens, happens. Alright. So where do we go? Oh. I see the ring over to the right now. This is going to be tricky, isn't it? Okay. Now the left. This looks like some sort of weird device that... Oh boy. And off those go into the distance. Probably a good idea not to be on those. Oh, this is one hell of a roller coaster. And now we probably should be running. So much for a nice relaxing trip, huh? Oh, I really hope she's friendly. I'm assuming that's a she. But I don't really think that there's combat in this, so... Or at least there hasn't been as of yet. There's been some puzzle elements. Ooh. A bit of stealth, maybe? Oh. Alright. Okay, little brother's way too small for that. Let's see what this does. Okay, that is what opens the gate. But I think it's pretty obvious that the little brother's going to have to sneak through the bars and grab the key. I'm assuming those bone piles are probably something bad. A nice sneaking animation there. Oh. Let's get Big Brother over by the lever to get ready, because this may need to be done in a hurry. Alright, let's see what happens now. That's really the the core of this game so far is, let's see what happens now that I think about it.
Hey, Maru!
Shh, yeah.
Whoops. Oh. I think I see what we gotta do. Come on. Come on. Ooh. No, 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 no. You need to go into the cage. Trust me. Ah. See, she was helping us the entire time, and little brother was too impatient to wait. I wonder if she's related to the mushroom guy we met in the last video. Alright, looks like... Oh. As cool as the rotating camera is, at times I do wish the camera was kind of a fixed point so you could really see what was going on without having to worry about the camera's positioning. Okay. Okay, so this is completely linked, so just simply rotate it around and then rotate it around again. She gonna go get something to help us across, or do we have to figure that one out ourselves? Because, don't think she's coming back, so we need to do this ourselves. Which means I think it's probably the other position on this, because there's really not a reason to have it otherwise. Yeah, that does make a pseudo bridge. Simple enough when you think about it.
Ja. Atta.
Oh, it's the mushroom guy. I guess this is his wife? Alright, gotta break the chains to trigger the center, so yeah. I guess we could count this as sort of pseudo combat, huh? Good thing the torches are a nice indication of which ones are still available. Or still have to be broken, I should say. Okay, one more. Very cool music in this, too. Ah, didn't get the timing right. Oh, I could just... Ah, gotta get both brothers down. Yeah, this is kind of mean. Some Tweety Bird action going on. And is that too old a reference to, for anyone that could be possibly watching this? Is the Looney Tunes that out of fashion these days?
Bishomaru! Bishomaya!
Die.
Things are looking pretty dire. Really scared of the emotional tag once again on this game. But that is a beautiful star field, actually. It's one thing that's kind of impressed me is just for how simplistic the game is, how beautiful it is. Uh-oh. Glowing eyes in the dark. That is never a good sign.
Nai. Emma.
Some nice shadow effects. Right, only the big brother. Actually, I should probably cut it off here and start this in the next video. So, yeah, that'll be it for this episode. It actually went by very quickly. I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.